Wednesday, September 12th, 2012, 10 p.m. A Houston resident, a retired firefighter, and a concealed carry permit holder had just come home into his driveway to unload some groceries. He was attacked by two masked gunmen, was pistol whipped and dragged inside of his home. He was forced to lay down on the floor next to his sister and his niece. The gunmen then started to demand where the money was and to loot and ransack the house. He says that he laid as still as he could until the moment was right. He drew his pistol and fired, killing one of the gunmen in the home and driving the other, exchanging shots. Now this man, who was an obvious supporter of the Second Amendment, was able to save not only his life and his property, but the lives of two of his relatives. Now, Thomas Jefferson, quoting Caesar Beccaria in 1764, says, "Laws that forbid the carrying of arms disarm only those who are neither inclined nor determined to commit crimes. Such laws make things worse for the assaulted and better for the assailant. They serve rather to encourage than prevent homicides, for an unarmed man may be attacked with greater confidence than an armed one." Back to this. The Second Amendment reads as follows: A well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, this Second Amendment has been brought to court many times and has each time been upheld. The Second Amendment is there to allow us to protect ourselves, not only from those who wish to do harm to us, but also from a tyrannical government. If we look up a couple of the words in the Webster Dictionary, it talks about what a militia is. And a militia is, quote, a part of the organized armed forces of a country liable to call only in emergency, or a body of citizens organized for military service. Now, this today is fulfilled by active duty military members, members of the National Guard, and members of the National Reserve units nationwide in all the branches. But it also distinctly says that the people have a right to keep and bear arms. Now, to keep the arms means to possess them, to own them, to have them. And to bear arms is something completely different, actually. If you look in the Webster's Dictionary, under bear, it says to move while holding up or supporting, or to be equipped or furnished. So the Second Amendment not only guarantees the right to own a firearm, but the right to carry it. Now, Thomas Jefferson also said that the strongest reason for the people to retain the right to keep and bear arms is, as a last resort, to protect themselves against tyranny and government. And he also said, the beauty of the Second Amendment is that it will only be needed until they try and take it away. The Second Amendment is there to guarantee us an opportunity to protect ourselves from those who wish to do us harm. Just like the man in the story that happened earlier this week, there are close to 1 million people each year who defend themselves against theft, robbery, physical assault, and other crimes with the use of their firearms. Now, the FBI each year puts out crime data collected via the Uniform Crime Reporting Program, or the UCR. And if we watch the numbers according to the UCR, we can see the rise and the fall of the crime rates of different types of crime and crime in general. Now, from 2006 to 2007, that report reported that violent crimes decreased by 0.7% from 2006 to 2007, and the volume of property crime, such as burglary and motor theft, decreased 1.4% in just 1 year. Now, during that year, 4.5 million more people owned guns in the United States than the year before. So the report shows also that in 2007, Detroit, Michigan, Baltimore, Maryland, and the District of Columbia all had the highest murder rates in the nation. Now, consequently, these three cities also had the strictest gun laws in the nation as well. So an unarmed man is easily accosted, especially if you know that he's not going to be armed. Now, if we go to justfacts.com, it also shows that roughly 5,340,000 violent crimes occur each year. This data is specifically for 2008 also. And about 8% of those, or 436,000 of them, are committed by offenders who visibly are armed with a gun. Now, another study published in the Journal of Quantitative Criminology says that 989,883 times per year somebody uses their firearm to defend against some sort of crime. Now, out of those, 498,000 of those are specifically for home invasions, like the one in the story. The United States, some people in the United States wish for stricter gun laws, but if we simply study the facts, we see that an armed society is a polite society. Those who are law-abiding citizens who wish to own firearms are not the ones who commit the crimes. It is those who it is illegal to own firearms who obtain them anyway, who do the crimes. By disarming those around us and ourselves, all we do is make ourselves easier targets for those who wish to do harm, legal or not. Thank you very much.